Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fableheim and Iratus, Lord of the Dead. Today, our glorious Shade shenanigans come to their epic conclusion. We have defeated all 5 of the original floors, and now it is time to move on to the cemetery to unleash the wrath of the Necromancer and see what the DLC has in store for us. So, the best way to kick it off is, of course, with one of my favorite cinematics of all time. If you are new to Iratus, you may notice a few familiar quotes, but I hope you enjoy this glorious cinematic.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Had to slaughter a couple thousand armored meat bags on my way here, but you know how it is. After all, how could I forget my beloved foes, Oh, I was thinking of having a little party to celebrate my victory, and I came here to hand out your invitations personally. You who once defied me and imprisoned me will now call me Master. Obey! What is the meaning of this?
You have done well. The potential for corruption lies in all life. And when it grows too great, only the Avatar of Death can provide the cure. This once noble order has become a poison for the soul and a blight upon the land. And now that it is gone, life can begin anew. Return to your grave, for your work here is done.
You aim to deny me my rightful kingdom?
Yours will be a kingdom of peace. Your name will be honored and feared until you are needed again. Take my offer, Necromancer, or resist. Your fate is already woven.
Fate? A necromancer knows much about fate. Would you like me to tell you what it is? Death. It is the inescapable end that awaits all mortals. Especially the sanctimonious idiots who presume to use me. I am nobody's puppet. I am the puppet master, and in death you will all dance upon my strings.
So be it. Let us witness the repeat of history.
And now you know where death comes from. This bug's still in the game, huh? There's no background sound, but that's okay. An unfamiliar power swept through the cemetery where heroes of old were laid to rest. The ground trembles in its wake as the souls of the exalted were called back from their repose. Together, as one, a new army rose up against the arch-necromancer, unlike the corrupt mortals and beasts he has thus far faced. Hailing from a different age, returned in their prime, all the heroes of old have returned, myths and legends coming to stand side by side as the final bulwark against death. But even they might not withstand against Iratus and the power he has attained, wearing both darkness and terror like a fine cloak as he treads upon the land. Fitting that it would all end on a grave, and as the stranger vanishes, only his words remain echoing in the necromancer's mind, further fueling the flame of his eternal ire. Let's hop right into it. Oh, is that a healer? Double healer? Wow. So this is the dreaded hoplite. Something about this floor, by the way, is they have relatively low accuracy for what we're doing, so this will be fun. The dreaded Hoplite is the frontliner. He has a 100% redirection from the target behind him. And when killed, the cemetery shares this feature amongst pretty much all their units. When they die, they do something. This reduces damage allies take by 10% until the end of combat. Cannot be removed. And this is the healer, 4 block, 4 ward. And it gets worse on higher difficulties. But when he dies, he heals people's sanity and vigor. He is a support unit, but do not be deceived. Look at that damage, 85 to 96. That's because his heal scales off attack. But he has 1 damaging attack, and it hurts. It is no bueno. So, we're going to do the tried and the true. I wish I could put in the trap, but alas, I cannot.
Extinction of life.
Should Anka have gone for the Hoplite? Perhaps. Double heal. Do they stack? I don't remember. They do. Oh, okay. Rude. I could go here. That could be fun. Because I can't pull. You know what? Let's do that. That seems good. Just move the trap there. Wait. Are you telling me this whole time I could have had the same shade drop multiple traps? I thought I couldn't do that. I don't know why I thought that. I just thought I couldn't. Well, good to know, I guess. That's the attack. But good news, everyone. Kasogtha has a lot of evasion. And of course, we have Master Spell. So, who's in danger now, bitch? Not me. Also, someone pointed out, thank you, I think it was Kid Events, that the Shades feature, which for whatever reason I just blanked on, they gain accuracy and evasion every turn, stacking up to 6 times.
Your frail body's fail.
So that means that Kasogtha gets plus 30 evasion if the combat goes long enough, which, let's be honest, on Eternal Harvest, they usually do. So, that's fun. And I was looking... I hope you're ready. Now, I'm sure this is no secret. The game's been out for a while, so I wouldn't be surprised if anything is a secret. But the final boss has 2 cheese methods that I'm aware of. One is a potion that I'll show you when we get there. Something to look forward to, I suppose. The other is the Lich. The Lich sacrificial build. That is a lot of healing you do. I'll dispel.
End of magic.
If you find the Cannibal Jaw, the rune... Just die, please.
Ooh, hope they will
The Lich can summon stuff and sacrifice it and gain loads of attack damage and just blow stuff up. That's one method. That's the one method I've actually never tested because, well, I haven't found the Cannibal Jaw. When I do, I usually don't pick it up because it's good for that build and that build only, pretty much. But there is a third method. Now, I'm sure someone discovered this, as I mentioned, but I've never done it before. So we'll be doing a new strat to me to cheese the final boss. The 4 heroes who slew Iratus all of those years ago. So, as much like last time, I'm interested in the sacrificial altars. My memory, turns out it didn't fail me. I was right, it is the bone golem that gives Mimir. So, we can participate in the sack altars. The question is, how do I get all the sack altars I want and all of the quests that I want? There are a lot of cultists in the way. I actually don't remember if there's like a good quest on this floor. I know there are a lot of annoying ones. To be honest, aren't they all? Do I just run down mid? Soul Springs are level ups too, you know. The double sack is tempting, but for the sake of the quest, I'll run it down mid. What do you... So I want Ankea to have more accuracy, so we'll be leveling that up in time. But let's get our Shade Boy up there. For his luck. Boom. Now health, I guess. We can also level armor and evasion resistance, which actually might be important. Maybe. We'll see. Triple hoplite. All across the sky. This will be interesting.
Your frail bodies fail you.
Now, as you would suspect, with a 100... Ooh, we connected. With a 100% redirection. I didn't even need to put them in the trap. If you attack this guy, it'll redirect to the guy in front of him, and then redirect to the guy in front of him. So... I guess I'm not putting down a trap. Yeah. So we have a little bit of a problem. That's okay. Because sometimes they move voluntarily. Sometimes.
This is my kind of entertainment.
Well. Okay.
Now that's gonna leave a mark.
No big deal. I can shuffle if I'm interested. Do we shuffle? We can shuffle. Why not? Let's do something. That wasn't particularly great. What's your second item, Kasogna? Is it still Curl Paw? That's 100 damage. Coming from the ashes. But now you're dead. Dope. Bye. I need to remember to Infectious. We have loads of mana and even more mana return.
Step towards my eternal kingdom.
It's been fun not worrying about mana ever, actually. We're going to grab Battle Eternal. I don't think I need this. And let's be honest, when the time comes, if I do need it, I'm not going to remember that I have it.
It will be a messy slaughter.
The Battle Eternal is all units recover 50 vigor, spell power increasing the amount of health restored with 75 mana. Now you might say to yourself something that I've said to myself, but Fabe, that heals the enemies as well. You are correct. But 94 health is one tick of her ashes, so it's really not that big of a deal. You know? So, it might be helpful. We might need it. We might not.
Ah, I can use this.
Got a book. I want Mimir's, but I got a book.
Now I will make mortals tremble before me.
Well,
even
more than previously. I said the well because I saw the double Pegasus. That was unexpected. Okay, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the unit with the most accuracy on this floor. Which concerns me a wee bit. Look at that FOD damage. Oh, that is attractive. Now there is a minor complication, which is of course that Kasogtha is not going before them, because it turns out they're also quite swift on their Pegasi. So, what do we do about that? I guess nothing. You missed? You missed! Didn't I just hype you up as having the most evasion in the entire floor?
take
Or accuracy?
everything from those you defended.
Panic! Well, it's not a lie. They do have the most accuracy on this floor. So... I guess that doesn't bode well for them. But as you can see, they are the two space unit for this floor. The DLC units in the DLC.
You will soon embrace your new
183 accuracy. Oh yeah, when they die, they give accuracy to people. That's right. That's actually annoying for me. But hey, I can remove accuracy. Was it really that annoying? Maybe. Wasn't that big deal of an end. I used FOD and I'm back to 87 mana. Oh, that's attractive. Typically when I'm using FOD, we need some extreme mana regeneration, but we're back to full mana. Without even building the statue. Oh, that gets me going. That makes me happy. You don't really need to level anything. Let's just keep going with health now. Which means it's time for you to get the Digger Souls. I could level attack. But why? Let's never miss. Never missing is good. Never missing makes me feel happy. Because I hate missing. Say hello to my little friend.
Death.
Panic. No. The Vikings are here. The Vikings, as you would expect, are quite the offensive character, and much like the Berserker, they gain 1 attack, well, the Berserker from the second floor, they gain 1 attack for each 5% missing sanity or vigor. It's a little different, but basically the same. After they die, they gain, or they give 10% damage increase to their allies. For whatever reason, my brain was having a really hard time wrapping itself around this one. The order was just ever so slightly off, and nope, does not compute. Now, thankfully for us, they do AoEs, which,
Make them suffer.
means they hit everybody. And they do that. Oh no, you've been healed. And I don't think I need to mention the Half Knight. I could. I don't think I have to. Goodbye, Warden. Boop. Look at that 70% accuracy when I blacklight them.
Everything from those you defended.
You know, my opinion has completely changed on evasion builds. Because for the longest time I was like, oh, they're not reliable, oh, they're shit. I've like reversed now. They're pretty freaking reliable with the right pieces, which is the shade. You're dead. Okay. Fun times. Good job. We did it. You have any resistance? Nope. You lived at 8. Okay. Could he be... Was he the first person to die to the lunge? That's possible. I think I'm going to have to reevaluate my relationship with the Shades. Because I think... You know what? I think they're good. The thing is, even after their nerf, I knew they were theoretically good, and I've used them before in like weird builds, but now I'm fairly confident they're just good. I don't think there's any asterisks involved. Okay, to the quests. Amidst the constant battles you have fought upon these hallowed cemetery grounds, this is a rare moment of peace where only the march of the walking dead breaks the silence of the night. Only the towering gravestones and edifices stand as mute witnesses to your progress, but you cannot help but notice that some of them have offerings placed at their bases. A small alcove especially seems to radiate magic. It might hold useful items, but you wonder why they have not been taken by grave robbers. What's the worst that could happen? Take whatever you can carry. While collection efforts proceed smoothly at first, the stone edifices suddenly start to shudder and move. In a few moments they have assembled into fully formed gargoyles and advance upon your minions, fully intent on punishing those who have dared touch their offerings. You could run, or face these creatures to get at the rest of the loot. I will take everything from those you defended. Wait a minute.
Evil restored.
Walkie dokie. These should look familiar to everybody. These are, of course, the gargoyles from the 3rd floor, the mercenary barracks, and there's nothing different about them.
Drown me to the dark.
The only difference, if there is any, is that there's enough of them to threaten Ankhea if they all do the AoE. But, as you can see, we are a little bit beyond that now. So, good job. And goodbye. No, you're not dead. Awkward. I mean, 69% accuracy. Nice. Now you're dead. Okay. GG.
As your suffering ends, your service begins.
Ooh, the Madman's Eyes. The minion receives an additional action each turn if they're the only one left in the squad. You'd think this would be good for the YOLO solo character, but it's not particularly, at least in my experience. Your hordes quickly overcome the Stone Guardians, and among the offerings you find items of real power. This must be the reason why no grave robber ever took them and pawned them off somewhere else. Nice. Remember, each part is providing damage scaling to the Glutton's Tongue, so we would like as many parts as we can possibly get our grubby little fingers on. Okay. Okay. Probably this way? I would have to hit a cultist, which is kind of a waste, but that's fine. Alright. I'm looking ahead a bit. Oh, look, a Pegasus. What can I do to stop the Pegasus? It is the inescapable end that awaits all mortals, especially the sanctimonious idiots who presume to use me. What, you thought just because Iratus said it, I'm not going to say it? Wrong.
Overflow.
I will always quote that. I will never not quote that. If at any point in time I stop quoting it, I expect everyone to tell me to start quoting it. Okay? Glad we had this discussion.
Take everything from those who
What do you do in the first position again? Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. You can do everything, I think. Rude. Delay, attack, and go ahead and kill. Delay, attack, then go ahead and kill. I believe...
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done purging the world ahead of schedule.
You know, there is really no way, no clear timeline on how long this takes canonically from Iratus to rise until he conquers everything. There's not much of a timeline. Like, there's a very loose timeline, which I'll share after I look this up. There it is. The start of your turn deals physical damage to all minions. Wouldn't that just be suicide with our current build? Ah, this is the one I'm thinking of, though. Potentially end of turn deals 100% damage to a minion whenever it moves. I actually think the Shade's move just ignores that. That's pretty nifty. That's pretty neat. Okay, let's meme.
Ooh, this will do nicely.
Actually, this could be good. You can't use it on the boss. But there is something I want to use this on. Something I want to bone. Not in this army, though. Well, not in this comp. So, the very loose timeline... I can't believe how much mana we're generating. The very loose timeline that we have... I guess I could pull you... No, this is just late. I don't think to talk about this. Don't do anything fancy, just go with the flow. The very loose timeline that we have is pretty much in the mercenary barracks. You know, provided in the mercenary barracks.
Give them no mercy.
And kind of at the start of the Grand Magister, or the Catacombs, because for the mercenaries to show up in the mercenary barracks, word had to spread of Iratus' rise, right? That makes sense? Makes sense to me. I really want to Terror Wave, or Echoing Terror. I really want to. But I shall resist. And then in the Catacombs, they mention how... I have all my mana back already. What the fuck?
Madness
So good.
manifest.
They mention how the Grand Magister had pulled back all of his forces.
Make them
Or
suffer.
the elites of his forces, the paladins and whatnot. Which again would have taken time to reorganize military setup. So there's like a loose timeline you can judge on that, but I actually don't feel like it would take very long. Especially the way I'm playing. Honestly, my assessment of the flow of time is well represented in this series. Because my opinion would be that... Hello? I am missing? This is unacceptable?
Ah, your frail bodies fail you.
My idea, or my perception of it, is that it took a long time starting off. So, like, Iratus would spend most of his time in the mines and even the dwarven tunnels before his pieces started to roll together and he started dominating. Because he even mentioned how difficult it was to use, like, basic parts. Oh, the coward's foot. The minion performs additional action in round 1. I don't like this item either. The raven feathers and the burning blood.
I think it is tribute.
We already have the items we're going to use for our cheese. There it is. There he is. The bastard. Max accuracy. How we get attack? Go. I have a very vivid memory. One of my favorite Iratus memories, actually, involves this guy. Not because I enjoyed his existence. Trust me. This is the monk. Well, an elite monk at that. He ignores armor, resistance, block, and ward. When killed, he removes all buffs from minions. So, when I play the video game, that is his fate. He exists to be fought. And of course, I am always using block and ward as a defensive mechanism because, well, it's one of the strongest defenses in the game. But he just ignores it. So, very often... Please don't do it this time. Nope, he did this dance, okay. Very often, the monk will attack my most vulnerable being, which is typically the fallen Dhampir.
Carve open their husks.
And one of my favorite memories in Iratus was I was streaming... I think it was Eternal Harvest 4 when I was playing through that one. I was streaming it, and I was fighting many, many monks. I got more monks than I could have ever possibly fathomed, for whatever reason. And naturally, I wasn't too happy about that. So there was quite a lot of swearing involved. And, you might wonder, well, okay, that makes sense, right? They completely counter your builds. Why is swearing, and you swear before? What's the big deal? Well, in the credits of the game, like, I won, spoiler alert. In the credits, someone popped up in chat, and their name was in the credits. And they subscribed to the channel, which blew me away. It made my year, basically.
My kingdom
But
comes.
they said, I believe it was Alex, who is an art director or main artist, one of those things. Sorry, I forgot. But they said that I was on like the office screen, and I was like, after all that swearing I did, huh? It was a core memory in my life, and I enjoyed it.
My will is a tide that will wash away
Oh, I got a book.
pathetic civilization.
I didn't talk about them because I was too busy regaling my brief embarrassment / joy, but the Adepts are the spellcasters of this floor. They're actually not threatening at all until they blank one-shot you. So, there's that. I guess we're going this way. Wow. Yeah, sure. We're just gonna get random consumables here. Like Mimir, fantastic. Fantastic.
Fetching.
Fetching indeed. Oh, great. So that's my story about the monk. And why they will forever be my primary target. Also, they ignore armor and resistance, so there's no point in me getting that. Everyone just needs health. More health. Or maybe they'll just never get the chance. Alright, so the reason I was sighing, say hello to the Warden 2.0. This is the Justice. The regular Justice, it looks like. Yeah. Much like the Warden, they are immune to buffs and debuffs. But, unlike the Warden, they're also immune to stress attacks because they're the construct for this floor. And after they die, they get plus and block and plus and ward to all of their friends.
Madness manifest.
They are truly the bane of my existence. I have to wait here. Well, one part.
Take everything from those you defend.
But of course, even though they're immune to debuffs, they are not immune to buffs. So we are going to get rid of the healer. Or trying to. Or maybe they are immune to buffs. Oh, they are. Great. Good enough for me. That turn order. I love how that turn order works out. I think you're dead now? Oh, you only have one stack. You're not dead. I have no wrath! Okay. Oh. Oh, it's a stance. That is a stance. What's it do again? That's a lot. Alright.
Take everything from those who defend it.
Good news is he's not going to hit anybody. That's the good news. Alright.
Perish.
Do the thing. Oh, he shuffled me too. Rude. And you connected. Wow, that's extra rude. I can't believe I ran out of wrath. What world is this? Well, good news. The trap is still effective. Okay, you're dead. Are you dead? Nope. Yeah, he explodes when he dies. Now you're dead. She gave a ward. So I have to break the ward. Oh, ward broken. Okay. Alright. And of course, because she is, you know, immune to debuffs, we can't get rid of her thing. We just have to sit here and watch as she slowly breaks beneath the endless tide of mandibles and counterattacks. That's all I've got. Okay, go back there. This should be enough. No. How are you still hitting? That's fine. Now it's enough. Okay. I like the Golden Golem as well. She has no armor, so...
A sad display for mortal kind.
Legendary blood. I mean, that's not very useful for me, but... Ooh. Okay. Yep. Oh, you can't increase your health. Wow, you really are squishy. Just need evasion. Evasion's all you need. Do I have every artifact? Is this what this means? Do I really? Huh. What do you know?
Toss it with the rest.
Oh, okay. This is bad, but not mega bad. Just mostly bad. I have one singular smoke bomb, and if I don't use it now, when will I?
It embellishes my undead features, no?
Actually, I'm pretty sure the last boss can remove the smoke bomb, can't they? I want a mana source for the last boss. You know what? Let's creepy doll. I mean, I should save that for the... Where's smoke bomb? It's fine. Well, smoke bomb. Smoke bomb it. Alright, double monk, double healer. What could go wrong?
Evil restored.
Not fighting them is very bold. Very bold and very brave. Now. That is 100% evasion. Only I am allowed to have 100% evasion.
Savor these last few heartbeats.
I'm gonna fight a bitch right now.
Death.
It is the inevitable end. I say that so much in the Smaug playthrough. I feel like I shouldn't keep doing that. I should spare you in at least one playthrough. Maybe. Nah. Bye. Thanks, bro. Who would have guessed? Evasion is the way we counter monks. Who could have seen that coming? Honestly, I feel like someone's told me that before. I missed? Oh yeah, you have a obscene evasion rate. Okay. Bye. Oh, you missed. Are you dead? 520. No.
Hope there will still be enough left.
I'm hoping
to
he attacks.
reanimate.
No such luck. And no more traps. Oh. That's fine. I'll kill this one. I could dispel this guy too, which might not be the worst idea I've ever had. There we go. Goodbye.
One less annoyance in the world.
What does the monk do again? Is it evasion? I don't know, because his buff are gone. I'm not even sure how his buffs were gotten rid of, but that's okay. Can't say I care. How's that 60% accuracy treating you, bud?
This will be your end.
That went well. That went well.
Soon this world will be mine.
You know what's still scary, though? There is a world, perhaps a very likely world, where there are quad monks. That is a possibility. It's not a possibility I want to face, but it is a possibility. No, okay. I just wanted to see if, you know, if I sacrifice Carnunos. Nice. Oh, yeah. This reduces the damage the Lich deals to friends with friendly fire. But I feel like that's not even... Like that's an item slot you're taking up.
It embellishes my undead features.
Just full damage. Wonder with all the monks. Why so many monks? That's fine. As long as it's just a couple at a time. Like 2 at most. Everything's fine.
Death.
Especially if I do that. Ow! Fuck you. There's also a face we haven't seen before here. The Ronin. You're being protected by the hoplite. Okay. The Ronin. The Ronin hits pretty hard. When he dies, he provides evasion to his friends.
Ooh, I hope there will still be enough left to
which
reanimate.
Is a thing. He also has his stance. And he moved the monk out of the way. Very good. You shuffled me. That's fine. mildly annoying, but fine. Because I can shuffle people too. Da, 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 da. If I don't do the thing. Delay. That there. So what does your stance do? When attacked, retaliates against the target. Oh. And he's 100% evasion while doing that.
Your frail bodies fail you.
Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up. Okay, that's fine. Alright, is this going to keep on going on until you hit? I have found a curious situation. Okay. You know, I didn't hate that. I didn't hate that one little bit. I don't know if I liked that, but I certainly didn't hate it. Oh, that was funny. That is the most joy the Ronin has ever brought me.
I didn't think it would be this easy.
Wow. I have never seen that before. But turns out my 100% evasion was better than your 100% evasion. So get fucked, I guess. I'm gonna see if he hits my character here. I'll give you a chance. You had your chance, bro. And you lost it. So, fun little story. If you're familiar with a game called Hero Loop,
Make them suffer.
which, by the way, is supposed to be getting content eventually.
Mine
Right.
is the winning side.
Or Loop Hero, excuse me. There was a bug, one of the major strategies that I particularly enjoy.
I can't
My story has been
wait
side-railed.
to try this out.
So I'm getting the Bone Obelisk, which can stun a target, and the reason I'm getting it is because it's magic damage, meaning that it goes, it's blocked by Ward, which we get rid of very easily, unlike this attack, which is all fun in games, but it's blocked by block, which we don't get rid of. I could get rid of it, but we don't get rid of it. Anyway, should I heal? No. No. Full confidence. Send it. That's enough health for now. That's not a sentence I should ever say out loud again. I'll tell my story during the quest, or I'll forget. While you are busy considering your next brilliant stratagem, your undead stumble upon a bunch of ragged, filthy humans. It takes mere seconds for you to realize that they were grave robbers, still trying to ply their trade despite the apocalyptic battle happening all around them. While you observe them with bemusement, they likewise spot your undead and quickly duck down into a crypt and bar the gates behind them. It might be a good idea to kill them and take whatever they found. But is it really worth your time? Of course. I'm sorry. I thought you said this was grave robbers, not heroes. Alright.
Death.
It is the inevitable end. Okay, back to what I was saying. In Loop Hero, one of my preferred strategies was a counterattack strategy, much like what we're doing with the Shades here. But it was like a reflex thing with...
Make them
Nice.
suffer.
Or like a reflect thing, with a shield. The shield character. And there is one enemy that you can spawn that essentially does the same thing.
Wish hope.
Like, his whole existence is when you hit him, he hits you back. That's it. I can't believe you're still hitting me. I realize I'm being greedy here, but stop hitting me. There we go. And there was a bug during development that they talked about where when the hero, like the player who had a counterattack build all set up to go, hit the counterattacking units, the counterattacking unit would counterattack. Obviously, it's in the name. And then the hero would counterattack if they had, a high enough of the stat. And then the counterattacking unit would counterattack. And it would just keep going. And it would actually, unlike in this situation, it would actually break the game before it ended. Like, it could lead to an infinite loop. In Loop Hero, get it? So basically, they made it so you only have one counterattack in that game. And that's why, if anyone's ever curious. I was really hoping they'd hit my shade by now. Yeah, like that. Thank you.
This never gets
Thank you.
old.
All you have to do is ask sometimes. See, I do no damage because I can't get rid of her resistance. If you ever are in this situation, and you are curious, there is a way to remove her resistance. And I believe the only way possible is with the Lich. If you get the Corrosive Cloud upgrade for his little trappy thingy, then whenever someone's standing inside of it, they have 0 armor and 0 resistance.
Mop up the gore.
Huh,
I'd hate to see plants using it as fertilizer.
Your minions burst into the crypt and make short work of the grave robbers, finding among their remains a few curious trinkets that hold special powers. However, just as they were about to leave with your spoils, a bunch of risen heroes block off the only exit. You will need to fight your way out.
More for me.
Didn't I just fight a bunch of heroes? That was a facetious question. I know the answer. Was yes. Yes, I did. But that's okay. Do I want to FOD the healer? Probably. Seems like a good idea to me.
Your frail bodies fail you.
Cowardice. Craven dog. Oop. The mist robes are so good. Right. Bad. Technically, that actually wasn't that bad. Because I still reduced the Hoplites evasion. But the mist robes reducing everyone's accuracy by 18 is ridiculous. And someone pointed out that it is affecting even units that are supposed to be immune to debuffs. What was that? Do I need to dispel this bitch? Probably.
End of magic.
Honestly, I probably don't have to, but I'm doing it anyway. Consider it done. Diddly done.
Extinction of life.
I love Ankea. The Fallen Dampier is my favorite. When you get this build up and running. You know what's not my favorite? This lady. Not hitting me. Please. Please, sir. All I want is another. Another hit to the face, please. There is an argument, of course, that I should be doing physical attacks with the Fallen Dampier to ignore the fact that she has 38 resistance I can't get rid of. Argument, of course. Argument. I don't know if I should do that. Because remember, this is percentage-based damage. I mean, I guess. Nah. Maybe we'll try that. Especially if she keeps hitting the Fallen Dampier. Okay, fine. She should be dead this turn, actually. Not quite. Thank you. The AI knew.
As your suffering ends, your service begins.
Oh, we got a smoke bomb. An unfortunate encounter, but one you have managed to navigate. After gathering all the remains, you hope the gains here were worth the effort. They were not. A single skull torch. Are you kidding me? Nothing about that was worth it. Well, I mean, I did get experience for 2 combats, so there is that. You know, I kind of want to recreate that situation. So I'm not sure why I put... Oh, here we are. Because they're going to have to... See, told you.
Take everything from those you defended.
Shade doesn't trigger that. I'm not sure why I was so eager to get rid of the Ronin. It's kind of just instinct, to be honest. He was,
You will restore.
who I feared the most. It wasn't really fear, but, you know. Trying to be efficient here. Next time I'll try and remember to not kill him.
You will soon embrace your new existence.
Out of amusement. See if I can recreate the magical situation. The magic of counterattacks. I probably can. He tends to do that a lot. Like, it's kind of his... I don't know if it's coded in him, but he tends to just go back to doing Bushido.
Give them no.
Even if you end it, he'll just do it again. Oh, you connected. I'm proud of you. 130 accuracy, 97 evasion. Connected. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Oop.
Ah, your frail bodies fail you.
Ooh. Alright, I'll shuffle. There's a chance he got hit there. Because he lost the cloud. He still got hit! Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, back to shitting on evasion builds. No, what I needed to do was I needed to blind her. With, blind. Yeah, I know.
Another step towards my eternal kingdom.
Who could have seen that coming? That's what I should have done. Let's get another YOLO item, preferably a Mimir. I would like another one of those. Not quite. I mean, we could get a mana crystal. Okay, the elite squad is not scary. It's not even worth a creepy doll. Thought it might be, but it's not. Well, let's go get this quest in Sanka then. If I'm not going to creepy doll this, what should I do to it? You know what? I have 3 mana crystals.
My undead features.
Allow me to show you the power of the mana crystal. Why not? Ugh, darn it. Alright. Mana crystal is in. Healer is out. Boom. GG, everyone. Okay. Guess we'll just do it this way. The good old-fashioned way. I'm glad you can't click your own units with that. I thought Kasatha was going next. Oh.
Now that's gonna leave a mark.
You love to see it. You do?
Death.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the power of the mana crystal. Double FOD. No problem.
Brave are an excellent source of fresh corpses.
I really want to get mana back. Hopeless. Give me mana. Please? Please? Please, mana? Mana!
A predictable outcome.
Nice. Ah, the gambling chip. Against a monk? Sure, why not? It's in here somewhere. Boom. No, that's not a gambling chip. That is a dynamite. Which could also work, but... Alright, where'd it go? Shuffle back to the top.
This item finds its way into my capable hands.
Boom. I don't remember the last time I used the shade for its stress damage, you know? There might never have been a time. Actually, there was, I know that. Just don't know when. The Plague Doctor. After dying, it removes all debuffs from allies. Whenever the Plague Doctor uses an ability, they gain a stack of purification. When they accumulate 3 charges, they will use a special ability and lose all charges. It's a pretty good ability if I recall correctly.
Death.
In fact, in certain occasions, it's even worth focusing the Plague Doctor, if I recall correctly. But there's another unit here that I want to focus instead. That guy. Round of applause for Ictus. Thank you. Thank you. You're doing great.
Make them suffer.
Well, that is unfortunate. That down. Put that down. Get Anke the fuck out of there. And bring the shade up. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
Terror will overflow.
It has literally never been easier to move people about. Wow, you connected. Oh, there goes my ward. Miss me, miss me. Now you've got to die. Okay. I like that as well, that the shade could just like infinite reposition. No stress, no problem. Oh, he got hit though.
One by one, life vanishes from this world.
Got hit twice. Umbra, what's going on with you, my dude? Now, to be fair, the Plague Doctor connecting was kind of my fault. Because, of course, if I didn't kill the Adept first, I would have held that ward. Well, you know, unless the Adept hit me, which unlikely, but possible. Bone Kiravets. Show me the goods. Ah. 4th Void Flame. Okay.
Fetching.
Is that the game's mark of approval? I think it is. Alright, one more level up and we can get more vigor. You can get more attack. I might as well. What else am I doing with this? Building the statue of Iratus? Nah. Why would I? I don't need to do that. There's no need. I could. Alright, this shouldn't be too big of a deal. This should be pretty straightforward. See? Thank you for healing, Umbra. I appreciate it.
You will restore.
And I think this time I am going to take my own advice and not kill the Adepts.
Open their husks.
Especially if he's going to do that stance and I'm going to laugh at him in like 5 seconds. There is a chance he connects. He has at 128 accuracy. I can fix that though. Actually, no, I can't. Well, he's connecting. That is not the button I meant to press. Uh-oh. Yeah. a curious situation. That was my bad. I need to put down the trap with Kozogta. My brain was thinking ahead to trying to Terror Blast this guy, Terror Blast his wards away.
My kingdom comes!
And then blinding him. But I couldn't do that because the Fallen Dompier was going before the enemies. Like, right before them, so. Oh, well. Hashtag never punished. I'm gonna give you a chance to heal me, okay? You get one chance. Thank you. You made me proud, random Viking guy.
As your suffering ends, your service begins.
Alright, that was Mir, but I don't think we got enough, except for on Umbra, who got max HP. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's go to the quest. Double Elite Pegasus. Wow. This is like the opposite of what we saw last time. I do have a smoke bomb. And a creepy doll. Let's creepy doll. It'll be funny. It doesn't feel worth it, but it would be funny.
Now I will make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
What you got? Panic? Cowardice. Okay. There's your stance. A surprisingly annoying stance. All things considered. Here's a question. When Kozogta puts the trap down on herself,
savor these last few hearts,
and then moves back, is the attack of the Amazon taking into consideration her evasion when she was on the trap? Well, it's 100% anyway, so maybe, maybe not. Why would you attack Kozogta?
Extinguish hope.
I don't know why I'm being so conservative with my mana all of a sudden. But here we are.
Make them suffer.
Did you hit someone besides Kozogta? And definitely not Anka? I realized I was walking into that. Wow, 100% accuracy and you're connected. You do have 190% accuracy right now. That is worth noting. But you still can't hit Ictus.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done
Purging the world ahead of schedule. Put on the Mimir. I don't think it's going to count for this, though. Does it? Oh, okay, maybe it does. I don't even know what this is going to be. Any sufficiently large graveyard has a grave digger, but you did not expect to stumble upon this decrepit shell of a man. Someone who is both blind and deaf, crawling on the ground with a shovel in his grasp and hands and knees so black with dirt they seem like they had been dunked in ink. You were about to simply pass the old fool by in disgust when, among his incoherent mumbling, you hear him mutter something resembling necromantic incantation. You decide to investigate this broken creature, and you discover that the local gravedigger is in fact a mad necromancer, forced to live like this after losing everything else in life. While his mind may be gone, there is still knowledge to be gleaned. So I believe, I don't know what happens if you communicate with him. I think Iratus can get experience, maybe. If you dissect him for parts, he has like 4 epic parts within him, which is pretty cool. But I've never done this one, so let's feed him to my minions. Even though they are undead, some of your minions do appreciate the occasional snack in the form of flesh, blood, and soul. The sacrifice of this mad necromancer will help empower them for the coming battles. Plus 15 health for 2 battles. 1, 2. Darn. Shite. Well, whatever. Would I have preferred 0.4% more damage? Probably, but that's okay. That is okay. Alright, I remembered. I am going to attempt to see the Ronin shenanigans. We'll attempt it. Hopefully it doesn't get me in trouble.
Hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
Probably not after Anke is done with him, to be honest. And you're dead as well. Okay. Ooh, that connected with Ictus. Of course, Ictus didn't have 100% accuracy, but... still. Which was a connection yet. Okay. I'm trying to make this happen, team. I promise.
Take everything from those you defend.
Alright, there goes all of his ward. Enter the stance. Fantastic. Now everyone delays. I guess you can put down the trap. Alright, now you attack. Yes, here we go. Oh, Ictus, you have failed me. Wait, do I see it again? Let's go, Umbra. Yes.
My will is a tide that will wash away your pathetic civilization.
It's the little things in life. And here's the most useless thing for me right now. A grave. Actually, that's not true. There is one good thing this can give me. One. Show it to me. Okay. That's fine. Alright, this is the final battle before the boss. I'm going to see if we can use our strange jars. Like I said, I think these are like stamped when you got them.
It embellishes my undead features.
But we'll see if that's the case. We can also sacrifice a lich to build that. Is there a reason to? Not really, but is there something to upgrade? Not really. I mean, Kasagtha. Boom. We did it. Everyone else is full purple. So. Unfortunately, it looks like Ictus will not max out their vigor. Shame. A true pity. 69. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to ruin it, too. Oh, do I have another chance? I think I have another chance, team. I have another chance. We can do it. We can meme again. Don't let your memes be dreams.
Perish.
The Hoplight's the fun stopper in this. Here we go. No, don't do that. Actually, that kind of works out still. Kind of just reset everything. I'd love to reduce your accuracy without breaking your ward. I guess I can just do it this way. Sure. The only difference is I put the trap down here. That's an interesting thought. To use the sharpened bone on the shade. Here we go. Aw, Umbra. Umbra, preemptive.
Evil restored.
Preemptive. See, the problem is if I pull him, it breaks his stance. So I literally have to blind him. I'm gonna stop this though, because he's gonna explode, remember? So.
Fading light.
Okay. I'm trying really hard to make this as meme-tastic as possible. You have to believe me.
This will be your...
Okay, so he's dead. This guy's probably dead. Yeah. Good show. And now it's Bushido time. Let's go. Bushido me. Yes. Do not fail me again, Ictus. Oh, it stopped. Why? Did he connect?
A sad display for mortal kind.
Oh. That's amazing. That is amazing. Oh, truly splendid. Fantastic. All right, team. We've made it to the end. The 4 heroes of yore stand before us once again. I guess you get Skullfall.
So my dark powers return to me.
Yeah.
A power from ancient times.
Sure. Just grab this stuff. Typically in the destruction tree, I'm kind of sold on Spine Bomb now. I'm more sold on it. So Spine Bomb's pretty good, but typically I usually only get Hail of Teeth because you can use this. It's free with our current spell power, which is not that high. Like you can get double, triple the spell power. Well, maybe not triple. 2.5 times the spell power. But really early on, it's a great way to break block because this breaks 2 block, which early on, like, that's the most you'll face unless you're on the highest difficulty, in which case you need more than Hail of Teeth. You need all the luck you can muster. But the 4 heroes of yore have a special mechanic. I'm going to kind of spoil it. Which brings me to my favorite way to cheese them. We're not going to do that this video unless my experiment fails. But the Cursed Flame Potion, when fully juiced. So with the purple blood, I have all this stuff, right? Purple skull. Oh, I don't. It's 5% of their maximum vigor and sanity when it's full purple. And so you just craft all of these, or as many of them as you can. You equip the Science Mantle, so you can use 2 potions per round. And there's also, you can also use the Alchemist Ring if you want. You won't need it though, depending on how lucky you get. You basically get more purple stuff by gambling, which I have tried not to do, but see, if you, what was it, the weapon? So if you throw in 3 things of the same type, you have a chance to make a better version of it. And you can just gamble your heart away. But that's not what we're doing today. Today, we are making a monstrosity. We're going to try and purely evade counterattack the final boss of the video game. And I should have saved my Digger Souls for this, but I forgot. Like, I knew what I was doing. I knew what my strategy was going to be. Maybe I don't need to? Ah, that's fine. It's fine.
Their shadows will be my eyes.
So, the final shade, name suggestion from Kill Scribe 890. Sorry, I had that written down. Is Kamul. Kamul is the only other named, one of the few named Witch Kings that we know. And we'll use this skin because it's the only one we haven't used. And now, Anka, you have served us well. Thank you, my dear. But Kamul is... What brain did we get? Okay, like I said, I think it was stamped. Level 64. That's not bad. That's not bad. And Kamul is going to get the same items everyone else has. The Void Flame, which is in here somewhere. The Shade item, of course. And the Glutton's Tongue to deal as much damage as possible. I believe we are currently working with a 51 point something % damage multiplier, which is absolutely phenomenal. And this is going to look very similar. I'm just going to repeat it. An Implication, Grand Deception, Dark Channeling, Black Radiance, Void Claw, sure, and Hungry Shadows. And then we want Block and Ward, all the evasion in the world, all of our accuracy, all of our initiative, all of our attack, and then we went luck, right? And then HP. Nice. And so this team is going to take down the final boss. We're going to cheese it the way it was meant to be cheesed. And I don't think I'm going to bring any potions in. Because I could bring the Daze Potion, but a little bit of a spoiler here. The Mage Hero removes all debuffs from allies, which I'm pretty sure includes the potion. But I'm still going to try it for the sake of science. We're only going to make 4, which is a loss of 1.2. Oh dear. It's quite the loss, but that's okay. Like 3.6. Not mathing. Math is not mathing. We'll make 4 of these.
With knowledge and will comes victory.
Okay. I think it is a 1.2. Damage loss. Now, as for which item we want to use, typically I would use a mana source if I had it, but I don't. So we won't. We don't need the Restoring Wrath, because we have plenty of it. I guess I can try the Smoke Bomb. That's the only thing that would be even remotely helpful here. So Smoke Bomb.
My undead features.
Alright. Here we go, team. Gusogtha, Ictus, Umbra, and Kamul are going to take down the 4 heroes in the greatest cheese you have ever seen. Probably. The armies of the risen heroes lie broken and vanquished behind the arch-necromancer and his shambling horde. Victory so close he can almost taste it. But as so often is the case, one last obstacle has manifested before him. An all too familiar obstacle. 4 faces, 4 sets of weapons drawn against him, forged and tempered to ensure his defeat. The 4 exalted heroes of yore come to battle their ancient enemy once more. History will indeed repeat itself on this day, but the outcome is not set in stone. The time has come for a brutal reckoning, and afterwards they will call him master. Alrighty, the 4 heroes. The Paladin hero. He does not escape. He has shared vigor and sanity with the other heroes, acts twice in a turn. Whenever a minion attacks his character, it is dealt 50% physical damage and interrupts any stances. This actually makes it... This alone is what counters the Dark Knight. I wish I could use the Dark Knight on this fight. Well, you can, just not a stance. The Dwarven hero does not escape, ignores block, has shared vigor and sanity with the other heroes, acts twice in a turn. After each miss, increases the accuracy of all heroes and buffs their damage by 5% until the end of combat. Here is an evasion counter, which I didn't see coming. Ha. Well, just to try our best now, won't we? The Elf hero does not escape, ignores armor and resistance, has shared vigor and sanity with the other heroes, acts twice in a turn, deals 40% damage to all minions each time Iratus casts a spell. And last but certainly not least, the Mage hero does not escape, ignores Warden, has shared vigor and sanity with the other heroes, acts twice in a turn, and deals 50% damage to a minion whenever it moves. Alrighty. So, it sounds to me like we're going to need a lot of dispels here. I guess I'm double slaking? We're doing this to get rid of the...
Evil restored.
Love. The Warden. Now, there are a few things we can do here. They have the reduced damage, I think, of the smoke bomb, so that's interesting. This is my only smoke bomb, so this is a one and done sort of thing. We can place down the trap. One of the ideas I had was to place down all the traps and then shuffle them. That was an idea I had. I think it could be a good idea. Maybe. Who knows? I am going to shuffle like so. Boom. Boom. They go twice, remember. Unfortunately, it connected with Umbra. I could Grand Deception again, or because they're moving like crazy, just plop down the trap. This is going to be interesting.
Ooh, I hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
So I think we want to dispel like every turn.
Your frail bodies fail you.
50% accuracy. Oh yeah, we want to dispel every turn. This is an every turn kind of situation.
Rivers will run red.
We'll see if that sticks. Lots of missing, that's good. Connected. Double traps. Okay. So we want to go ahead and dispel.
End of magic.
Can I get rid of it? I think I did. Fantastic. All three shades. Got the counter. Very good. This is Ictus, who I guess is going to put down a trap. Camule. Who is going to pull. That was redirected. That's fine. Final trap. Well, I guess it wound up how I wanted it to. I'm going to... This was my vision, team. Let's see if it works. So there are traps down in all positions. Echoing Terror is going to hit all of them. They're all going to move. Hopefully. It worked. My vision. My dream. Unfortunately, there's no double counters here.
Extinction of life.
Look at this damage. Oh. This is attractive. The cheese is in. They prepared a counter, but it was not enough.
So this world will be mine.
Add that to the list. That's 3 cheeses that we know of. Ah, beautiful. My crowning achievements. It worked out. That was amazing. That was incredible. It just only had 5 Spirit Spear stacks. Wow. I could make this could be even better then. We just give the Spirit Spear for the final floor. So, the lessons I've learned, they were many. Nice, max figure. They were many. But, I think the main lesson is Void Claws is over. The day of the Void Claw is gone. Like, you can still use it, sure. But, nah. It's all counterattack. It's all counterattack all day, baby. And there are so many evasion builds that, like, you can now, not now make work, but, like, this could assist if you really want to go into it. Like, one that I was thinking of, but I didn't really do because it's kind of counter-synergistic, is the Banshee. The Murder Banshee is another of kind of my favorite builds. I really enjoyed it because it's just kind of weird. But basically, she can stun people. With Shattering Howl, guaranteed stun. 2 people, if it connects. But the Banshee's main form of survival is block, well, not block and warp, but, you know, she can be pretty evasive. That's 24, 14, 38. You can get that going. She's at 35% evasion right now, apparently. Oh, I'm looking at luck, duh. I was like, that feels low. Yeah, this is much better. 4 times 7, 28 plus 35. Oh yeah, her evasion can go high. So with the assistance of the Shade, the Murder Banshee can actually murder survive. You know? Another evasive character is the Bride of Iratus. Now, of course, she doesn't want to be on the front line, but one of her main survivabilities in Overwatch is just the fact that she gains additional evasion in the stance. So with the Shade reducing people's accuracy, and of course that moves them so that it would proc the Careful Watch, or even if you just want to go Deadly Watch, there's stuff here. There's something here, and I like it. I approve. How much evasion do you have, my dude? Not much, right? No, not much at all. Yeah, you're a block and ward. Kind of like the Reaper, honestly. Lots of block and ward is just bloody expensive. But that was the Shade shenanigans. They have won my heart over again. If I were to do the tier list over again, they'd be much higher. Probably not S. Maybe A. B plus at the lowest. At the lowest, it would be a B plus. Well done, Shades. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your support in the series. It was great to return to Iratus, but of course Iratus will be back later this year on my birthday for the next meme sentence. Let's come up with some fun ideas to make it happen, but before I keep babbling on, let us see the ending cinematic. The world shall tremble.
Well, that was quite fun, but it was merely an appetizer. You have stirred my anger, and I will come for you with an army beyond counting. Abandon all hope, ye who oppose me. For I am Iratus, Lord of the Dead.
That was the stranger just watching. What horror had he unleashed? All of the horror. That was Iratus, Lord of the Dead. Thank you all for joining me for yet another wonderful series. 300 hours in. Learned new things, continue to enjoy my time. Good fun. Wait a minute. I can't remember. Oh, well, anyway. I enjoyed, like I said, I enjoyed the Shade tremendously. I enjoy Iratus. If you enjoyed Iratus as well, feel free to like the video. That's the only time I asked, right at the very end. Like I said, we will be back in November 26th. We do annually. It usually takes 2 streams to do a full run. To celebrate my birthday, and of course, to meme around in Iratus. If you have any meme sentence ideas, I mean, you know, never too early to let me know about them. But there will be a poll of a few options that I've been thinking about as we get, you know, much closer. But for now, Iratus will return to the crypt, ready to be pulled out at any time. The developers are... So Iratus' development is done. The Wrath of the Necromancer was the last bit of the game, just one DLC. But the developers on Frozen Studios are working on a new title. They have been for a bit. We don't know anything about it. But when we do find stuff out, I will let you know. I'll be there. Even if it's a game beyond my my forte. But hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not. I always let the credits roll. It's a good game. It deserves it. Also, they aren't too long. Unlike some games. What was the last one I beat recently that had like 2 hours of credits? Yeah, skip that. Now isn't that a beautiful screenshot? And now we're back. Another successful run added to the collection. They're out of order and it kind of bugs me, but I can't move them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would like to never do Eternal Harvest 5 again. That's never going anywhere. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for following the series. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you would like to stay up to date and happy channel, feel free to join the Discord description down below. And I will see you next time when Iratus returns to Age of Wonders 4 in the next series after Smog wins. Bye!